former chief of police turned Alabama state representative says he wants tighter penalties for looters and rioters. Representative Alan Treadway has been working on a bill since the George Floyd protests last summer. As NBC 15's Justin Moore explains, this bill could also make it tough to defund police.
Yeah, he says it's all about law and order and protecting the men and women in blue. Republican State Representative Alan Treadway is proposing a bill making penalties tighter for rioters and those assaulting police at protests.
There's a mob of folks that are breaking into businesses and destroying businesses and assaulting police officers. I think that's where that peaceful protest ends.
Treadway started this bill last summer while protests broke out across the state following George Floyd's death. At the time, he served as assistant chief of police in Birmingham.
And these folks were being bonded right out. We've got to protect our communities better. We've got to protect public safety better.
If the bill he's proposing gets signed into law, those arrested will be held in jail for 24 hours, which will also have to be amended in the state's constitution. A conviction would lead to jail time and thousands in fines and becoming ineligible to hold public office in the state. The bill also makes it a felony for protesters to block interstates. Protesters tried to do just that here in Mobile last May.
Honestly, it's just an anti-BLM bill.
Founder of Mobile for Us, Tiffany Trotter, fears this bill being signed into law.
It falls on this thin line. If I speak at an officer the wrong way, if I look at an officer the wrong way, they may feel threatened for their life. So that counts as assault and I'm arrested.
Since you've been a former assistant chief of police, would you say it's fair to say that you could be a little biased with this bill here?
You know, I'd like to look at the other side. I've been on the front lines. I've seen both sides of it up front.
Also in this bill, if a city defunds a police department intentionally by 10% or more, it will not receive any state funding. Now, Treadway will introduce this bill next week when lawmakers return to session in Montgomery. Live in Mobile, Justin Moore, NBC 15 News.